What's good with it, y'all? It's Coffee. Tapping back in with an update into the whole Lil Durk saga, man. And this is something I didn't highlight in previous videos and was shocked to find out about this, man. It shows you that Durk, really had no idea, man. He heard the other OTF affiliates got hit with them indictments and he said, man, let me try and bust a move up out of the country. But it was too late, man. He had no clue the heat was on him like that, man. The feds were strategic the way they did this, man. But check it. Lil Durk tried fleeing the U.S. yesterday on a private jet to Italy after OTF associates were arrested in Chicago. He initially booked flights to Dubai and Switzerland, but didn't board. By 6:40 p.m., the FBI learned of his 9 p.m. Italy flight and arrested him on the way to the Miami airport. So it seems like he booked multiple flights trying to throw him off, but they probably had agents and FBI presence at all of the flights, at multiple locations. They were not about to let Durk get up out of the country, you know what I mean? But comment, y'all, where off the top can one go, you know what I mean, to not be extradited to the U.S.? Like, I don't think there's that many countries, but someone I heard the other day saying, why don't he go to where Russell Simmons is at, hiding out over there in Bali? But I heard he got served with some kind of subpoena or something recently. Let's see what the people are saying, man. 2 years ago, Wallow warned Lil Durk about retaliating for King Von's murder on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast.
I forgave my brother's killer. And I'm saying it to say this. I'm telling you, man, I can name 20, 30 niggas and my homies is dead. I'm here, though. And I'm going to say some shit that, like, this is documented. I got a TED Talk. I forgave my brother's killer. And I'm saying it to say this. Nigga that killed my brother. My brother died in my grandma's arms. In that fucking house that we grew up in. They shot my brother. He ran to the house. He died in Nanny Hall when she opened the door. So I'm telling you, there's some real shit, man. If I ain't let that shit go, I won't be right here today. I won't be here for my niece and my nephews. Me and Gil won't be doing this. Y'all won't know me. I won't be able to give y'all this game. But I had to leave. I had to let that shit go.
Damn, face to face. I didn't even peep Durk was in the room initially.
When I let that shit go, nigga, I started to grow. And I started to glow. And now I'm here today, and it was hard as a motherfucker, man. And I'm talking about this my big brother, nigga. I shared the cell with him. I shared the bed with him when we was fucking kids. This little Steve. But I can tell you one thing. Now I'm out here taking care of his daughter, paying for her to go to school, taking care of my nephew, taking care of my mama and my grandmama. Talk to him. Show him. Because I forgave my brother killer, but I understand. I understand what y'all going through. But I love all you young niggas in here. And I mean that shit. I love you niggas, man. And I hope y'all make it out. I hope y'all make it the fuck out, man.
And he, like...
Straight up, man.
It's so crazy. Yeah, this motherfucker really dropping tears for this shit. Like, shit for real, like...
Yo, Wallow, Gilly, they love to joke around. They love to clown around, you know what I mean, and have fun. But we know Wallow was doing time, man, when Gilly was making his run at the rap game with major figures and all that, you know what I mean? And you see he came home, and it's a family affair, you know what I mean? They're always together. They're always having fun. They're always dropping content, and they're always keeping it real, man. Like, lots of jokes, lots of comedy, especially on the gram, man. They get real active with it. But you see, Wallow tries to share real game. Like, he really cares, man. You see him, he was, like, really shedding real tears. You see, Durk didn't even know what to say, man. He warned him. He really did, man. I remember a while ago, there was a situation in PA where they had this, like, everyone that had a warrant within reason, like, I think as long as it wasn't a violent felony or something like that, they were like, yo, everyone come on down. We'll release you of the warrant. Like I said, there was stipulations. You couldn't be like, have a warrant for a body or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But within reason, they were like, yo, come on down. Now, the police are allowed to trick you. That's a fact. Like, when they're speaking to you, when they're like in traffic stops and investigations, they'll lie to you. They'll play all kinds of games. Hell, I was listening to a podcast the other day about the task force with Katie when they were doing the Biggie, the stuff that Unsolved series was based on, right? With Keefe D, they had the Prophet session and all that. When it came to the Poochie dude and one of Suge Knight's old baby moms or girlfriends, right? They wrote up a whole fake confession letter that the Poochie dude supposedly wrote about killing Biggie. And y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, they're allowed to do all kinds of trickery. So Wallow went down there to peep the scene, because there's been ish like that. Like back in my hometown, no lie, they did this thing where, and comment if any of y'all ever heard some shit like this where you live. This is facts. They sent letters to a bunch of people saying, yo, come on down to the convention center. You won this raffle or whatever it was. It was them rounding up everyone on warrants, and it worked. So, point is, Wallow went down there on live, was all over his social network, peeping the scene, seeing what it was, and like seeing that they were really holding their word and getting people, again, it was like within reason. Like there was one dude that had been running from probation. I think he had like a year of probation left. They let him off. They were doing some kind of event like that, like real talk. And Wallow went down there to make sure it was real. And he let the people know, and he urged all those whose warrant fit that criteria. You know what I mean? Like, and yo, this ain't a ruse, this ain't a game, this is serious. Come on down. This Wallow letting y'all know, like, Wallow, you see what he said, man. He forgave his brother's killer. His brother died in his grandmother's arms. You know what I mean? And he said from that moment on, he started growing. He became a new man, and he tried to give Durk this game. Let's run it right back from the beginning. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to give my commentary.
I'm telling you, man. I can name 20, 30 niggas and my homies is dead. I'm here, though. And I'm going to say some shit that, like, this is documented. You know, I got a TED Talk. I forgave my brother's killer. And I'm saying it to say this. Nigga that killed my brother. My brother died in my grandma's arms. In that fucking house that we grew up in. They shot my brother. He ran to the house. He died in Annie Hall when she opened the door. So I'm telling you, there's some real shit, man. If I ain't let that shit go, so I'm telling you, there's some real shit, man. If I ain't let that shit go, I won't be right here today. I won't be here for my niece and my nephews. Me and Gil won't be doing this. Y'all won't know me. I won't be able to give y'all this game. But I had to leave. I had to let that shit go. And when I let that shit go, nigga, I started to grow. And I started to glow. And now I'm here today, and it was hard as a motherfucker, man. I'm talking about this my big brother, nigga. I shared the cell with him. I shared the bed with him when we was fucking kids. This little Steve. But I can tell you one thing. Now I'm out here taking care of his daughter, paying for her to go to school, taking care of my nephew, taking care of my mama and my grandmama.
Talk to him. Sure.
Because I forgave my brother killer, but you know, I understand. I understand what y'all going through. But I love all you young niggas in here. And I mean that shit. I love you niggas, man. And I hope y'all make it out. I hope y'all make it the fuck out, man.
Man, he like...
Straight up, man.
It's so crazy. Yeah, this motherfucker really dropping tears for this shit. Like, shit for real. Like,
I love being around the young niggas because, like, you don't understand. Y'all niggas got so much life. And y'all probably don't understand because y'all young. But this system and the way this structure is so scared of y'all because they said if these niggas ever turn that light cut on in their head, we in trouble because they the most fearless motherfuckers that ever walked the planet Earth. These young black brothers in the ghetto don't fear nothing. So when you switch that shit and you do an energy transfer, oh, it's over. Y'all, nigga, ever wake up, it's over, man. Watch. I'm telling you, niggas gonna wake up. It's gonna happen.
and see, for Wallow, right? He always talked to me, and he like, cuz, you just don't understand how many young niggas I used to see come through that motherfucking jail, man. Young niggas who was just full of life. Just now them niggas in there facing that motherfucking homicide, and now them niggas just they
Tell you, man.
So you seen that, man. Wallow tried to give Durk that game, man. You see the caption here. 2 years ago, Wallow warned Lil Durk about retaliating for King Von's murder on $1 million Worth of Game podcast, man. That's some real shit, man. Try having 300 ops and leaving that life behind. It's just not possible. At some point, it's not a choice anymore. It just is what it is. If you put enough people in the dirt, you already in too deep. You can try putting the suit on and moving out the hood, but the ops ain't changed. I mean, I'm sure that is indeed true. You can't get too deep, you know? But I feel like, I don't know though. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I know all the Durk circumstances and everything, but I just know how far he came in this rap shit. You know what I mean? And you heard what Wallow was talking about. Think about it, man. The grind, the hustle, you know, like why people love hip hop so much. A part of what makes it so dope is that it comes from the struggle, that it comes from people taking rough circumstances, you know what I'm saying? The have nots, right? And like down on your luck, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, creating art like, you know, the rose that grew from concrete type ish. You know what I'm saying? Like real creativity, like motivated from the struggle. And it's powerful. And individuals know that. And like he said, man, the powers that be fear that. That's why they got all that COINTELPRO-ish, man. I say whack 100, the modern day COINTELPRO. I call him whack Edgar Hoover, man. You heard? Cross-dressing and all. He on that J. Edgar Hoover-ish. My brother was shot 4 times, once in the head. He survived and I almost killed the shooter. His brother and his mama, I just wanted revenge. But God talked to me. I forgave the shooter in my own heart. And that's why I'm here today. I remember seeing some ish with what's it called? That one of the members of the Outlaws. I don't know if it was Napoleon, R.I.P. I know a few of the Outlaws are no longer here. Who's deceased? Is it Gaddafi? Who else? Someone help me in the comments. But Vlad TV, one of them was talking about it, that they forgave the killer of one of their people's family, something like that. Wasn't there another messed up situation where one of the outlaws was killed by one of the cousins or something like that of another outlaw? It's wild, man. But the point is one of them got very serious about Islam, I believe. I'm not 100 on that. Tap in, let me know if I'm wrong. But he forgave and grew, you know what I mean, and left this ish behind, you know. Like Wallow was really trying to spit that real game. Toughest room, dude in the room is crying. Let that sink in. I agree. Do you agree with that? Durk didn't feel a single word he said. Do you guys think that's true? I don't know that I go that far, but I feel like he wasn't necessarily trying to hear it. I feel like he didn't know what to say. You know what I mean? Ignored the fuck out of him. Did he? Comment, y'all. Did he ignore him? We'll read these ones and then we'll close this out. I mean, obviously, we see these are allegations at this point, but we see what it's looking like happened, and they seem to have a whole lot of evidence of someone wearing a wire and all that. But it don't necessarily mean that he flat out just didn't listen. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Wallow was trying to break it down, man, and he was in tears. He was really digging down deep inside and just, you know what I mean, coming from the heart with that one, man. I feel like Durk just was like, he just didn't know how to take it. He was just at a different point in his life. Let's carry on, but let me know what you think. He tried to talk to Thug. He tried to talk to Thug and to Durk. I think I remember seeing the Young Thug clip as well. But of course, they listen to their own circles. I get revenge and rage, but you got to move better for obvious reasons. But the spotlight shines brighter on these guys because of their status. Devils always looking for an opening. Wallow's warning to Lil Durk on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast about the dangers of retaliation for King's Von murder serves as a poignant reminder of the cycle of violence in the hip-hop community. Facts that, like, I ain't even going to say much about that one. You know what I'm saying? Dude just broke it down perfect. Damn, could have prevented all the drama if they just listened to Wallow back then. Retaliation just never ends well. It's better to move forward and honor Von's legacy in a positive way. I sadly can relate to everything this man just said. Triggered me like a motherfucker. Comment anyone out there if this hits you like that on a personal level. Let's talk about it. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. But as always, y'all, hit the buttons for me too. You know what I'm saying? Help me get breakthrough in this algorithm. But more importantly, join the discussion. That's what it's all about over here. He was speaking life. This is so real. They have ears, but they never use them. Again, I don't feel like Durk just wasn't hearing them. I just guess he wasn't ready to change it up at that point in his life. You know what I mean? Someone says fuck Durk and Vine. So I don't know. I'm gonna end it right there. Y'all heard what Wallow had to say, man. He really came from the heart with it. You can tell that man cares. You know what I mean? Like, again, they love to have fun. What did Wallow do? Like 10 years? Wallow did a serious bid, man. He wasn't going back to jail. You know what I mean? Some cats be like, never again. Wallow really meant this, man. That's what was dope about him and Gilly's movement for sure. And, man, the whole extradition thing. Now, I don't know how accurate this is. This is just a quick Google. Brunei, Indonesia, Moldova, Cuba, Morocco, UAE, Uganda, Vietnam, Bolivia, Cambodia, Central African Republic, China and Russia, Ecuador, Ethiopia, Gulf states. I don't even know where that is. Iran, Laos, North Korea. I don't know. You see there's a lot of spots on here. Ukraine. Again, this is just a quick Google of places that do not extradite to the US of A. I don't know if this is all facts, but I'd imagine a lot of these places it is hard to fly to. You know what I mean? But you see, it was too late for Durk. Regardless, he had no idea the feds were coming. Again, they're strategic with it. And excuse me. When they came, like he heard of the other individuals getting bagged up. He tried to bust a move. He bought multiple flights, but they got him, man. So there y'all have it, man. There's the update. Durk tried to flee the country. Wallow tried to talk from the heart to Durk, it seems like, because again, these are just allegations, wasn't ready, you know, to move on into a different way of life. You know, it is what it is. But there y'all have it, man. Hit the comments. Stay tuned for updates. Durk, no bail. OTF, 2 separate federal indictments. Facing life and death. This shit is crazy, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. Subscribe. It's coffee. Hit them buttons. I'm gone, y'all. Thank you again for watching. Peace, y'all.